What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day so far, and let's get into the TA. All right, so I already did upload a video today, but I took it down and I am deciding to re-record a video. I'm going to make it a short one, but I am going to, in a very quick and concise manner here, I am going to run over the technicals because things have changed going into the end of the day, in my personal opinion. So now we got to talk about it. So I'm going to try and make a 10 to 15 minute video here, summing everything up. And yeah, let's get into it. All right. So we're going to start here with the daily time frame, and then we're going to go over the smaller time frames. And then, yeah. All right. So clearly you got a big fat green candle here on SPY and QQQ. You do have a bullish engulfing candlestick engulfing yesterday's price action on SPX and SPY. Now, VIX is here backtesting its trend line, so that is to be noted. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. All right, let's actually see what DIA and IWM are. DIA, look at that bad boy. This is also something we're going to be talking about. That we got a few things to talk about in this video. All right. But the important thing I want to point out is that you did have the hourly close. Did you have the hourly close over that trend line? Yes, you did have the hourly close over the trend line. All right. So in my opinion, that is decently significant. And in my opinion, it opens up the door to the upside. But I do want to point out you still do have your lower high being made, right? As of right now, it's a lower high. Okay. This was your lower low. This was your lower high as it stands. I was looking for rejection here because we had QQ's trend line, we had SPY's trend line, which there we go. I don't know why my thing is different on different time frames. My trend lines move, but this is it right here. Oh, that's not it. All right, it should be. Gosh darn it! It did it again. It did it again. Did you guys see what There we go. All right, it's back to being normal. I don't know why they do that. I have absolutely no idea. Please, if anybody does know, let me know. All right. But yeah, SPY, QQQ, and SPX and VIX are all at their trend lines. All right, all at their respective trend lines, as well as DXY. All right. And because that's happening, I think this is going to be a decisive move. I still think we're probably going to be breaking to the downside here. All right, on SPX here. I think we're probably going to come back and revisit the trend line. Yeah, and then over here you have the same trend line here at SPY, and QQ already broke down from its trend line. It's now back testing its trend line. Back tested its trend line yesterday. I did not think we would be coming back to it, but we are here. So that is why I'm re-recording a video here. And we are going to be going over things because, again, SPX did have the hourly close over there. And I'm saying, like, hey, guys, upside can come. All right. Plus, I could definitely make a shorter video here. All right. And I didn't think I'd have time. It does look like I do have some time here. I got like 20 or 30 minutes here. It is currently 2:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So not closing prices yet, but those will be in the written update. So if you guys want to follow along with those, go look up Trader Henry J on Webull, or go in the description and click on the Facebook link. I would follow the Webull because sometimes I do forget to literally copy them over to Facebook and post them there. You got the videos here, you got the updates over there, and then if you want to see me look smart sometimes and also look goofy the other times, go follow my Twitter. That is also in the description. So there you go. All right, but getting back into things, let's go back into the daily time frame. All right, so we're gonna have to see what happens here at this trend line. All right, I understand it doesn't look like much on the daily time frame, but I did draw it. I think it was here on the. It was actually here on the hourly time frame. Yeah. So just letting you know, but you do have. It's not a hangman candlestick. I don't think. I think this body is a little too long for that. But we're going to have to see what forms at the end of the day. You do have significantly lower volume, but I will say we have not seen the end of the day volume spike. So that very well can just put enough volume in this. You have inclining volume. It is the same. Holy good. Yeah, I'm going to say it's probably not going to happen, guys. SPY has declining volume. Oh, QQ also has insanely low volume on this pump. Okay, you are up 0.7%. That is decent, all right? You were also up 0.7% yesterday on QQ. All right. But yeah, so we are advancing off of declining volume on everything. And look at that. DIA is again acting as a contrarian. All right. It is the only indice not down. It's done this where it's just not participating in the rally. And guess what? I still think it is showing to be it's showing to be a precursor to what is to come. All right. It's not participating in the buying pressure. All right. So like when the selling pressure comes, like it's just gonna get it. Okay. And like DIA, it's sad boy over here. Didn't get to participate in any of the fun with QQ. Spy also had a decent bit of fun there, but QQ had 20% of fun. That's quite a bit. All right. But DIA is just trading flat up here. It hasn't really moved much from these lows, I don't think. Yeah, 5%. But I will also say, you're well, you're not far off highs on DIA compared to like with the other ones. 7% right there, whereas QQQ is like way down from highs. Over here 22%. Buy. All right. We haven't really seen DIA fall. I think DIA is probably going. I mean, maybe. All right. Maybe DIA does have a chance of coming all the way back down here to COVID levels. I do believe that's where QQ and SPY are headed. I think, like, hey, this is the end of the cycle. They're probably we're gonna see something like what happens at end of cycles, like we saw here, where prices just reset lower than they've been over. Like, what? That's crazy, right? Or you had the dot-com bubble burst, which just went on for like, that's crazy. 3 years, guys. What if we get a bear market for 3 years? That would be insane. I would love it, guys. It would, like, I'm not gonna say it ensures like a lot of people get rich, right? Well, it kind of actually would, all right? It would ensure a lot of people would get rich. It doesn't ensure you're gonna get rich. Doesn't ensure I'm gonna get rich. What it does do is it ensures that we have plenty of opportunity for a very long, like, period of time there, like a very long time. And if they have the zero DTEs still there, then again, there's even more opportunity there, just each and every day there. For anyone, like a lot of people will be pretty much the new generation of wealth will be coming out of this bear market. That's how I see it. The housing market, it's also going to reset. Everything is going to reset, guys. I've been talking about it. All right, like there's no soft landing because a hard landing has to come. All right, we're at the end of the cycle. Like, you see what's happening with prices. The only way to get that to stop happening is for them to be aggressive. All right, for them to be all hawkish and to kill demand. That's how you stop that from continuing. But to really make it so, like, hey, prices have to come down. Deflation has to happen. All right, people have to suffer, and I don't say that as in like I'm serious, guys. People are gonna have to like not like afford food. That's like times will probably be tough for a large amount of people, and that is when the producers, all right, the suppliers, the people who are giving it to the consumer, all right, they're gonna finally have to take the hit because the consumer will say, "Hey, we can't afford to take the hit anymore. Like we physically just can't do it." All right, so we have to cut back on our buying. And when they see they're not getting anybody buying, or which they're gonna get a lot of people still buying, all right, it's not like everyone's gonna suffer, right? But like a lot of people, like you're gonna have a lot of people suffering because they're gonna have to see the change, and then they're gonna have to start like losing money, and they're gonna have to make the decision, which is like, hey, we want to lose less money. We're gonna admit defeat here and lose money, but we want to lose less money. And whenever they're forced to make that switch, that's when things, I think, start to change. That's when we finally go through. Like, that's when the recession will be showing, all right? Because prices will be coming down. We'll have an earnings recession, all right? We'll have, as of right now, I don't think earnings were the best this time around. All of the big tech guys, all right, they all missed, guys. Even Apple. First time since 2016, it happened, all right? We're going to go over something, by the way, it slipped my mind before, but we're going to go over something in this video that's kind of showing like we kind of by default, like not fundamentally because there's still something on the chart, but like we like should be falling. The bond market is doing something that like, listen, if they're pricing in something, it's only a matter of time until the stock market prices in. And I'm serious, guys. This is not being priced in right now. All right. So the people buying the rally, they're definitely like I know I was saying it back here, but now like I'm just seeing signs that like, hey, all right, like I was calling it back here. We've been warming up, all right, but now VIX has broken out of its wedge, all right, out of its 2-month-long consolidation pattern. Just in case no one believes me here, 45 days, guys, 45 bars right here, weekends not included. So we'll say 60 days, all right. How many weeks is that? What was that? That would be 6 weeks. 6 times 2, 12. All right. So yeah, just about 60 days. That would be that would be 58 days, I believe. No, 57 days, whatever. But either way, 2 months we've been consolidating, guys. All right. Since actually, yeah, when was this? This was at over here in December. Look at that. That's crazy, guys. That's absolutely insane. All right, since December 2nd. So that was all the way back here. We've been consolidating in a wedge. Something big has been preparing to happen. And this, it looked like it was starting to happen over here in VIX, because look at this. Guess what, guys? All right, if you just look at this, we had a wedge and we broke out from it, and it was just starting to happen. And then they stopped it. All right. I actually, this wedge probably is, yeah, I guess that could be it. All right. Or it could be, nah, it can't be that. No, I guess this would have to be it. All right. Either way, you had a consolidation pattern and then you broke out. This was December 6th. You come over here December 6th. And yeah, look at this. They could have sent you down. That was what the VIX was suggesting. They didn't. So, like, all I've been saying is they've been having their foot on the lion's neck, and the lion's going to lunge. All right. Because it finally, like, that's how I look at the CCI. Okay. The CCI just literally shows you, hey, out of all the times in history, in case anybody's wondering how I look at it, all right, out of all points across history on this ticker, all right, that specific amount of buying and selling pressure, that's what it would have done. And then you have actual price. So, like, if we're seeing a divergence, that just means someone has their foot on the lion's neck, all right, or the tiger's neck, or whatever, the snake's neck. Who cares, all right? But whenever you take the foot off of that animal's neck, it's going to lunge at you because it's pissed off. All right, it's going to revert back to what it normally would have done without your foot there. All right, so like that's why these divergences they mean things. All right, maybe we're going to go back up and form one. I still think it's likely we don't. All right, just because of what VIX has done here, and now we're back at this consolidation pattern. And what I'm going to show you guys, like, it really is only a matter of time until, like, if the bond market is pricing something in and they're in control of this market, all right, everything, like, kind of good, like the big boys, that's where they are. They're over there. All right, they're not here. All right, like some are, they are here too, but like they're way more over there. All right, but yeah, if they're doing something, it really is only a matter of time until this happens. All right, but yeah, look at this. You had this consolidation, boom, they prolonged it and they sent you into another wedge. That's what I was saying. So like now that you're getting this breakout from another extension of this consolidation, like this was even longer consolidation here. No, it wasn't even longer, right? But 36. So in total, VIX has technically just been consolidating for 81 bars. All right, guys. Like add 20 days, you got 3 months, guys. You have like over 3 months. VIX has been sitting here in consolidation, getting ready to have an explosion like that. Like normally you have your consolidation here, all right, and then you break out and boom, you have your, oh, look at another 45. Was that 45? Oh, 44 bars. All right, look at that. This one was 45. But yeah, look at this. Like, you know, we haven't had that spike. That's all I'm getting at, guys. And eventually, yeah, it's going to literally do this again. It will, because eventually, this is going to take place over here on the monthly chart. All right, you're gonna like what I think is gonna happen. You're gonna come down and break this low. It's probably just gonna be slightly, or you come down into my zone. I still think that is like, it probably is going to be the case, all right? But like there is the chance you just maybe don't go down and you start getting buying pressure before that. That is where the gap fill is, all right? Buyers could pounce, all right? But all I do know is this is probably, like, with all likelihood, we're not gonna, like, maybe they've been doing some sort of QE, all right? Maybe behind the scenes, maybe instead of tightening, they've been financially easing. And I think they have, all right? Also, that would explain why this is happening. And what's it called? DXY has been going down. So that also would, I'm not going to say that explains why that has been happening. All right. There's other reasons to make DXY go down, but I know that's one. All right. And I think there's only like, there's probably off the top of my head. All right. And I'm not an expert at anything. This is literally my channel of my growth, of my TA here. If you want my TA, here you go. It's on the channel. All right. There's only one place to find it. It's here on the channel. And if you want the written version, the more consolidated version, over there in the Weeble updates or the Facebook updates, whatever you want. But yeah, guys, look at this. This dollar has been going down. Maybe they have been easing, all right? But like they just told us that they're going to significantly, he did specifically say significantly selling off the balance sheet. All right. Well, I don't think he said selling off, but he definitely did say significantly. Significantly reducing the size of the balance sheet. I think that's exactly what he said. All right, but look at this on the dollar, guys. You're getting back over there. We'll talk about that in a little bit, though. All right, but unless you got like QE going, this is not going to happen where you're not going to stop cycling, is what I'm getting at. All right, we're in a bear market, and like you're going to have bear market rallies. All right, and then like actually look at this. Let's look at a bear market rally back from over here. All right, this was the .com one. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. rallied all the way up there. And guys, like, I want to participate in that thing, all right? But until then, you're going to have these. And notice how long these took. And like just notice we just had a 20% rally. I think it was oh, I don't want to lose it yet. Let's just see how much these went. So this is 20%, all right? And this took 10 weeks, all right? Did it? The bottom. Yeah, so 10 weeks, all right? And then this one. Now this one was a longer rally, but you kind of just consolidate at the top. We could just literally consolidate up here, all right, until the next big catalyst. I've been telling you guys, like, hey, something's got to change the narrative, all right, because like the market wants to be bought, and like until the market changes its mind on that, it could or runs out of money, all right. Maybe like retail really is supporting it because dumb money is just like the dumb money charts I've seen. Dumb money, smart money is like dumb money is in the overbought territory and smart money is in the oversold territory because they've just been selling this rally so much and dumb money has been buying it so much. And like I'm just saying, guys, smart money's probably going to be on the right side of this and dumb money's probably going to be on the wrong side again, like it always is. All right. But yeah, 25% there. That one took quite some time. All right. But look at this. You just kept breaking down to new lows. It is very likely that is the case. And look at this, guys. All right. We again had a big bear market rally, but it was 15% here and it took 10 weeks. Now let's see what we're rocking with over here. All right. We have this rally, and this rally is 6 bars. No, so 8 bars here. All right, 8 bars. We've gone 10% here. So we can continue on. But I'm gonna just note here, QQ has rallied 20%. All right, that is a significant freaking amount. Let's go back on QQ over here. All right. Crap. This is what makes my videos long, guys. We just get into charting and stuff. Or not even like all this, I guess, is charting. Look at this. All right, QQ. I guess we do have some significant rallies here. I will say, but 25%. Like it's not much more than what we got rocking with right now. All right. My point is, guys, you see this cycle thing going on, right? You see how it got up into overbought territory. This is specifically what I wanted to show you guys. See how it cycled back up to overbought territory, and then once it got up here, right? You had 3 sessions up here until it started turning back down. Guys, we've had 3 now. All right, we've had 3 or 4 now. I don't know. All right, but look at that. Then you had your next significant sell-off. You went from 50 all the way down from 40. That is like, back in the day, I know that looks like small numbers, but that's a 15% sell-off. I'll take a 15% sell-off from what we just got. All right. I told you guys, I'm not like trying to be biased here. All right, I'm like here to make money. I got to recoup my loss. I definitely got to do that. In order to do that, I'm definitely going to have to do that. And like, guys, the money's not mine anymore. All right, it went into hands of the people who like were worthy of that money. That's how I say it. All right, and when I am worthy again, I will have the money. I think it's going to be rather soon. All right, but still. Oh, look at this, guys. 3 weeks we've been up here as well. It's only a matter of time until that turns down. All right, are we gonna make a new divergent high? I have no idea. All right. All right, we got to start speeding up this video. All right, it's 18 minutes. We got to finish up. So yeah, guys, it is just about 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here. Markets close at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have declining volume here on QQ and SPY. I think there's a solid shot we do not get any crazy spike. And look at that, guys. I'm glad I started recording this video. I'm gonna take down the other video. All right. I went and I was with my dogs all day, guys. Guys, if you got dogs, all right, make time for them because look at it this way: they love being around you, and that's how it is. They literally love being around you. That is their world, and I see that when I'm around my dogs. Like I am the world, and sometimes I don't even I forget about this. So, just know that is exactly how it is. All right, you are their world. Like literally, you're the world. So be good to your dogs. All right. Be good. But yeah, guys, look, they're back under the trend lines, guys. Look at that. So we did have the hourly close over here on SPX. Is it going to be a fake out? Now, again, I don't know why we have, oh, that's over on SPY. Okay. SPX, and we're back underneath. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Roasted, guys. What's going to happen? I have absolutely no idea. Holy Jesus, guys. I don't know. We're going to give scenarios here. I still have like a few that are likely here, but let me actually private this other video. I just realized it did not do it. Private, do it. Edit video. I'm gonna private video. All right. There we go. All right. We have time to put out a better and like a more put together video, we'll say. All right. A more well thought out video. All right. Guys, it is like you see what I see right now. All right. You see it. It literally it got sucked back down by the trend line, guys. Holy crap. That's crazy. And SPX also got sucked back down under the trend line. Again, also something crazy. SPY, now SPY's over its trend line, all right? There's no denying that. But if you bring it over there, did you have any close? Now you got to close, so it's whatever. It is whatever. We'll do that. We will do that, all right? We're going to have to see, guys. We are going to have to see what happens, all right? Just know that daily time frame does suggest downside is back on. All right, it's back on. We're gonna have to see what happens at SPY's big trend line here that we bounced off over here, and yeah, we got to see what happens. We can actually adjust that. Let's make a touch there. More touch points, the better on trend line, guys. It just makes sure you have the exact like explosion spot, like I guess. Because yeah, like all I'm looking for at these trend lines are reactions in one way or the other. So you're either going to have an impulsive selling that comes at this trend line, which I'm thinking that is going to be the case with what I'm going to show you guys in like literally like 2 minutes here. All right, not 2 minutes, maybe 3 or 4. All right, let's go over these likely scenarios. All right, so the 4-hour time frame on QQ is overbought, so that is the thing. You also still are not having any closes over that trend line. All right, we're gonna have to see what happens at the close. Just know this is what I am watching. You got sucked back down by the trend line. I wouldn't be surprised to see this also sucked back down by the trend line. All right. And if we reject here, guys, it's going to be like we have had significant rejections here at this trend line. So, and we definitely had significant touch points here at this trend line as well. So it's not like this isn't going to cause the reaction. I thought there, like, I literally started recording this video again because I saw that we had the close over there on SPX, and I was like, oh, upside is on. It's on. All right. And like, listen, guys, I don't want to be completely wrong. I recorded the video earlier. I told you guys. All right. But I didn't think I was going to have time. Now I definitely do have time. I got some time before work here. Still got an hour. All right. But yeah, here are still my scenarios. All right. I'll say this, and let's make it 4. Okay. We'll make it 4 scenarios. All right. We have 1. You come back up here and you double top here. Notice how like this is where all of your wicks started. All right. And this is where this thing wicked up to. Now we have a trend line and we also have that. But if you break that, all right, there's a solid shot. Come back down here. You do something like that. Okay. Scenario number 1. Okay. Now, oh, I don't want to change that. That is not the same color. That is the same color. All right. Scenario number 2. All right. And we're going to cover upside scenarios here. Oh, I guess there's more than 4. This kind of sucks. So scenario number 2. So I guess there's 5 I got to put on the board here. You come back here. Maybe you come here. All right. And then you would break it there. All right. And that's when you come and visit this trend line. We're just going to leave that scenario at that. That's that. All right. We're going to go out to here. So this is Tuesday into next week, pretty much. All right. Scenario number 3. Boom. Boom, bop, bing. You go visit the gap fill up here and then probably reject off the gap fill or August highs, which should be, yeah, over here at 44,300 over there. All right. And then you have scenario number 3, which I think is still likely. Now that we're seeing this, now I definitely still think this is the likely one with what we got going on Mr. VIX. All right, what we just went over. All right, come down here, test this. Maybe you come and do this again, but maybe you just also impulsively break it. All right, and then you come down here. All right, or you have this going on. Come down there. And there you go. All right, now you're on your way. You're going to have to see what happens here because that was from this touch point over here. All right, and you also had these over here. And, I mean, technically you got that right there. All right, but it does seem to be a level that reactions take place at, guys. Look at, you have this gap. Look at that. Also, so I guess this is a spot. It's not only the spot that caused impulsive buying to start over here, but it's a spot that also, like, you know, impulsive selling and buying occurred many times. All right, that is, guys, this is something that's pretty cool. I like charts, guys. I like charts. So I guess that would be it. What is that? That we do have 5 scenarios right there. We have 3 to the upside. We have 2 to the downside. Maybe you also do end up, maybe this aligns with that, and you have, if that comes into play, you have the 200 MA coming right here. I would expect you're probably going to get a bounce here. Probably come back up and back test that. Come back and you're going to crush that. All right. But those are the 5 scenarios that I see currently happening on SPX. All right. They don't have to take place. Something can just take place, like maybe some really bad news happens, comes out, or maybe someone, like, I don't know. I'm just saying, guys, with what I'm about to show you, this can happen. This can also, so I guess we have 6 scenarios, which would be, I don't have enough space to draw that scenario, guys. I do not. This would be scenario number 6. All right. And like, boom. All right. There you have your waves of Elliott wave. And there you go. Right. There's your first leg of this move down. And then you're doing something like that. All right. And all of a sudden you're down here. All right. If some really did, I don't know what would come out to cause that, but I will say right now, I'm not going to make any case right here. All right. But what I am going to do is I'm going to show you guys something. I've been mentioning the Fed funds futures, right? So I posted something on Twitter earlier, and it's this. All right. It was the December contract over here. This is not okay, guys. I'm just going to say right now, it's not okay that this is taking place. All right. You see how that number says 510 right there? All right. Well, guess what? They've been telling us, the Fed has been telling us, Fed speakers, including Jerome, has been telling us 5 to 5.1%. Jerome specifically, I believe, told us when we were at the top over here. So one of these tops, he told us this, that we had 5.1% coming. All right. So if we have 5.1% coming, why was the market doing what this thing is doing? All right. Because they were saying he was bluffing. All right. Well, guess what? The market that controls this market, so the big guys, the big boys, all right, the big money, the smart money in the bond market is now agreeing with the Fed. They're saying that they will be doing that. And we're just gonna literally do this. All right. We're gonna do that. Is that this? Yes. So that is this. All right. So this is the December one. So we're gonna just come over here, and we're going to put it like that, all right? I'm going to put it like that. No, we're not. We're going to put it like that. We're going to put it like that. All right, we're going to make you there. We're going to bring you there. All right, no, we'll make you SPY, okay? We'll make you SPY, and there we go. All right, so this was the previous peak. We're above that previous peak. Are we going to come down and, like, technically speaking, like, are we going to come and back test that, all right, and flip it? Like, guys, do we have stuff going on in this chart? Can we, like, this is kind of crazy to see, guys. You have this just exploded through it, guys. You exploded through it up here. Can we follow chart patterns on these? I see a wedge. I see a wedge. What is happening, guys? This is crazy. These things follow patterns? No. Is this a bull flag we got going on right here? What is happening? Dude, that's crazy. Dude, I can't believe that. If these things follow patterns, I'm gonna go bananas. I guess I'm going bananas right now. Either way, guys, this thing is like above these highs, all right? So just like my cursor is over here, but I want you guys to focus over here. I know where it is, but just look. So this was the day. So it was this day right here. And just look up here, all right? Now look up there and look at where it says H, all right? It says 378.87, all right? So 378.87, we'll just come over here and we're going to go like that. Guys, that's almost 10% down from where we are right now. That's like literally down here at the low of consolidation. Do you guys hear what I'm saying? That is the low of consolidation. We are above there, all right? So like eventually, if this market is the big market is pricing in that, while the little market is going to eventually price that in, and it's probably going to be closer to like very soon, all right? Because this all happened very quick. This started on, I wish I saw this a lot sooner. I like knew this was taking place, but I wish I saw this specific one, because this just shows that they're not pricing in like cuts because this is December, guys. So if this thing is at 5.1%, they're not only pricing in more rate hikes, they're also pricing in that they're not going to come down by December. That's what this is. Which, what is that telling you? That, in my personal opinion, that is telling you that the big market, the big guys over there, the bond market thinks that inflation is now gonna come back, guys. It's coming back. So, like, yeah, guys, this is not okay. That's all I'm getting at. And right here, you had CPI. I think, Tuesday. Yeah, yesterday was CPI. Look at this explosion. You went 2.7% higher. What the heck is that? You're from a low of 4.8% to a high of 5.135%. Guys, I'm just saying it's only a matter of time. You just saw what I saw. QQQ over here is probably an even bigger difference, all right? You come over here and let's actually look at this, all right? Where were you on this chart, all right, at this low, all right? Because that should also raise a red flag. Okay, so over here. So the market is kind of just, it's now, we're somehow just used to this, all right? We're somehow just used to higher rates, all right? We've just been trading in the same range that we were at over here. We had a bunch of touches, all right? It was probably aligned with, yeah, look at that when you went to these highs over here. But look at this. Like, this is what I'm saying, guys. QQ was over here at 260. So both of these lows over here were higher right now on the rates that are being priced in to this December contract than both of these lows, which is crazy to me. All right. So, like, it is only a matter of time until that corrects itself. Crap, the video is just as long as the other one, but it's whatever. This is a better video. So I feel better putting this out than the other one. So whatever, all right? I'd rather have quality. I'm going to be completely honest, all right? I am going to try and make these short, but guys, I'm here to trying to provide value. That, like, at the end of the day, that really is what I'm doing. I'm serving you guys, trying to provide value. If you guys do enjoy that, please leave a like, all right? I'm pretty sure it helps the algo. I don't know all too much about this YouTube game. I'm sure you guys see that from the thumbnails. All right, I'm not good with these thumbnails. All right, but I will continue putting out thumbnails. Maybe they will change because I see they're not good thumbnails. All right, but I will say this. All right, I do know I got value here to provide, and I think I can do it. All right, I'm not really gonna talk about my trades too much on this channel. You guys do want to see me look like a fool sometimes, maybe look smart sometimes as well. Go over to Twitter. You can watch. Like, I'll still talk about my trades over there, but I'm not going to be. I'm going to try my best to not mention them all together in these videos. Just because I think that would be best for everyone. But yeah, all right. If you do want description, Twitter, and then also if you want the written updates in the description, there's Facebook, or you could just go over to Webull. I'm sure like a lot of you have Webull because everyone wants to just watch the market on their phone. We're all addicted to the market, guys. It's like that's the addiction we all share. Is we like watching the market. There's no way anybody's looking up SPY QQ VIX or anything related to SPY or QQQ unless they are interested in the market. So most likely trading the market because these are the indices that people trade. Okay, instead of just buy and hodl. Which, like, you could also do that. Like, no one's hating on that either here. All right, it's whatever. All right, but I will say, all right, we are here to trade on this channel, so I'm definitely catering to the traders. All right. So yeah. All right. The other thing I do want to point out is that over here to DXY. All right, guys, DXY based on the trend line. This is what I started saying over here. You better hope this thing doesn't base on the trend line. It did. All right, it is doing it. All right, you see all these wicks here? They're happening on the trend line, guys. Like I told you guys when we first saw this first screen day, I told you guys that I was gonna wait and see what is happening at this trend line because we're either going to get exactly what you see here, all right, which what you see here likely results in upside, all right, and then we're gonna have to see what happens right here. So I guess we can also put that on the chart. All right, so if this starts, I mean, I guess, yeah, this target zone on the dollar is 105. I guess it would be, yeah, it would be like 105 target on the dollar, I guess we could say. Anybody wants to trade the dollar out there you go. I don't know if you could buy options on the dollar. That is what I like to do. All right, not on the dollar, but just in general. But yeah, guys, you're flipping that. You come over to the weekly chart here and you can clearly see that this doesn't typically happen, all right? So you have three like bullish green weeks there, all right? Well, just notice You're over here. All right. Notice you didn't have that this whole time you're declining. You're finally getting it. All right. You're finally getting it from oversold territory. All right. You have your stochastic going straight up. All right. CCI is slightly hinged there, but like still, you're basing above that trend line. It's looking solid. All right. But just notice we have the 3 bullish weeks, right? Which typically, like, there's 3 instances where you had these 3 bullish weeks. So maybe we get some slow down here for a week or two. Maybe it's something like this. It's probably going to be something like this. Maybe we're going to consolidate here, but then it's going to bust higher. Maybe at a Fed meeting. I don't know. All right, but guys, when dollar go up, stock market go down. Notice how S&P 500 stopped making. Made this new low over here. So this was over on October. What was that? October 10th. All right, come over the dollar. Maybe the lines, maybe it doesn't. I'm not sure. All right. It does happen to align with where the dollar peaked. It peaked over here, so someone could have been watching that topping tail right there with the bearish Harami candlestick. Is there Harami? I guess it wouldn't. It's a little higher there. Either way, right here was October 10th that week. So, yeah, it aligned with the bottom of the stock market, and ever since then, you've been doing this. All right, and maybe this is just a correction here. You had the 1, 2, 3. All right, there you go. So you have your like this. So this is, if I'm right here, this is showing that your trend is that way. All right, it's to the downside. All right. And then guess what, guys? You flipped it. So we'll do a yellow one here. So you flipped it, and you now have your corrective waves right here. And then does this mean that we are going to get? I don't know if it's going to happen, guys, but does this mean that you are about to see this commence? I have no idea. No idea. But does this happen? I'm not saying it doesn't happen. All right. You see where the COVID lows? Guess what, guys? The money I don't want to say pumped into the market, because like it's not like they could just print money. That's not how the system works. But the way they do things completely directly correlates with why this went up. All right. I'll say that. They don't print money, but they have to pretty much do what caused this. All right. And right now they're not doing that. All right. They said they're significantly reducing the size of the balance sheet. All right. So maybe the solution that they think is going to solve this, and pretty much this would end the cycle, pretty much. You have a complete collapse, pretty much. I'm not saying you give all this back, because they're not going to be taking out what they pumped into the system over this. All right. But they're going to take out, most likely, in my opinion, they're probably going to take out this, which is a significant amount. All right. Like a lot of the system was right here. But guess what? 2,200 to 4,800. So that's over 50% of what's on their balance sheet was pumped in right here. All right. This has a direct correlation with the Fed's balance sheet. All right. That's why if they roll off the balance sheet, this will happen. That's why I'd say, like, maybe they haven't been tightening like they've been telling the market. The market has been doing that. All right. But technically speaking, that could be the corrective waves taking place right in front of us. If we don't see this thing, this is gonna be telling, guys. If we do end up seeing this happen, this next one, if we see it come down, make a higher high, then we do that, then there we go. We know the trend has flipped. All right. But if this is the end and we come down and we break here, I'm pretty sure that means that this is on. All right. So that's why I say consolidation, guys. That's where it's going to matter. All right. I've been saying that in my videos for probably about like a week or two. This is exactly why. All right. Well, not exactly why, but this is just another reason why. All right. But I'm just saying, guys, that could be exactly what is taking place right now. All right. These bear market rallies up here. All right. They're not going to last. All right. I showed you. Oh, look at this. It also did it on SPX. I showed you on QQ. But yeah, it popped up right here, and then boom, you continue to decline 15% on S&P 500, but until your next like short-term bottom here, and then you went up a decent amount there. All right, but your actual bottom was 54% lower. All right, and that took place after your rally here. That took place over the next 42 bars, and this is a weekly chart. So yeah, over the next year, guys. So maybe 2023 produces our crash. That's our crash year. Like what took place here, which means if we're getting these violent moves taking place now before the crash, just know, like, during it on these rebounds, we're probably going to see like 30% rallies if we just got, oh, actually, well, what is this? This is a 20% rally, right? So it's by default, it's bigger than what we had over here. All right, so we're probably going to see some massive moves this year, guys, in both directions, but bigger to the downside. But it's going to be followed. If we're going to follow that, all right, the script of 2008, which I know like people show the charts. I'm not going to do that. All right, but I'm going to say they are very similar. All right, and if it happens like this, if this really is what we're seeing right now, then like, yeah, we're going much lower. All right, we are going like so much lower, and that would mean the upcoming months would look, um, yeah, the next like the month, 1 to 2 months would end up looking like this. All right, I'm not saying that happens, but it's very likely that it does end up happening. Plus, with what I showed you over here, all right, it's also likely that it happens sooner rather than later. We start going in that direction because it shouldn't be doing that. All right, it really shouldn't. This is inflation expectations. Notice how is one time it was over here, right? Well, guess what? Now it's over here. All right, and this isn't exactly inflation expectations, but it's expectations going off of the Fed having to do their job against the to pretty much do one of two jobs, well, they have two jobs, but this is going to be correlated with that. All right. And the only reason they would do this, which hinders their other job performance, is because they're in the crapper. All right. And yeah, the inflation problem, guys, it's in the crapper. You see this thing? Look at that. It's crazy. All right. All right, guys. So I am going to end the video here. I think, yeah, I think I summed everything up there. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. What's actually going on over here? Before I say peace, what's going on? I just want to see. All right, come back over to the hourly time frame. We tried it again. That is what is going on. All right, we did not end up having the full-on rejection. Well, technically, we did come up. You see that wick right there? That's technically a second wick rejection. All right, so that's not good. But yeah, guys, with VIX doing this and backtesting this, I'm serious. I really still think it's likely that this really is going to be a rather nice shorting opportunity instead of anybody deciding to go short here, getting their face ripped off. I don't think we are going to see VIX end up making another low, because if you do end up coming back into the wedge, it's probably what's going to happen. You're probably going to come undercut this low. I don't think that's going to take place. All right. Also look at this trend line. Look at this. Do you guys see where we are right now on this trend line that has produced all of the other? Oh, look at that. It's slightly off. Let's fix that trend line. Fix that up right there. All right. Look at that. There's our trend line. Look at that. We're right on the trend line. I would not be surprised to see this trend line hold again. All right. It probably will. And guess what? It's aligning exactly with where VIX is backtesting its wedge. Okay. And you come down to the hourly time frame, and you can also see VIX has a bullish divergence here on the hourly time frame. So that is that. All right. Now, I don't think we actually went over. Did we actually go over anything? I don't know. You do have stochastics crossing. I think that is actually crossing up. I'm not sure. All right. CCI is hinged flat. QQQ is likely doing the same. Yes, it is. But keep in mind, guys, you did have that deal. Like, we're up right now, and you had declining volume. All right. I don't know what's going to happen in the next 35 minutes, but you very well could fall into the end of the day. I would not be surprised with where VIX is right here. All right, so I guess that is pretty much it, guys. I guess that is it. We can look at what is taking place here on the hourly time frame. All right, you are finally hinged down here. All right, you have 180. Oh, that's pretty juicy right there. So your CCI here is 188. Over here it was 199. What does that give you guys? You have a bearish divergence. Oh, this is even more juicy, guys. 250, guys. Oh, if you're short. Oh, if you're short or you just got short, there you go. All right. Stochastic crossing down, guys. Triple bearish divergence on the CCI, guys. That is sexy. All right. You're going for, you got divergent high, divergent high, divergent high. All right. That aligns with that. All right, guys, that is pretty sexy if you ask me. And actually, we can come over to the RSI as well. Holy sweet baby Jesus, guys. You have a triple bearish divergence on the RSI. No, that's also juicy. Also, it aligns with these rejections. Guys, I'm going to say, so the scenarios to the downside, I think those are about to start playing out. All right, over here on SPX, I think we do end up, maybe you get a reaction here, maybe you do something like that, or maybe you end up just coming down and doing what I was saying before, which is going to be something like this, or maybe you even start to get a waterfall style sell-off. I don't know, guys. We're high up. The market should start doing what I showed you guys that this market is over here doing. All right, so yeah. All right, guys. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.